Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to Speletons. I'm Zinker, he's Derek. This CTR Grand Prix, they added 2 extra cup races, and that feels like a good thing to do. So we're going to do the Desert Cup. And we're actually going to use the new character. Well, I feel like I haven't used all these characters. We're going to use the new character they added, which was Emperor Velo, who I've not played as yet. I haven't even looked at his skins. What's he got? Oh, he's not bad. That one, pretty cool, but... Captain Velo, the whatever. Okay. I was just curious. Alright, Derek, what I tell you to remind me about, or to remind you about?
Probably something.
Oh, that's right. The rapist.
Oh, improving at sucking.
Oh, that one too.
Oh.
It's okay. The rapist one is really short.
Okay.
By which I mean the dick size is... Nah. Alright,
I was gonna say, you don't have to insult him like that, but alright.
He's a rapist. I'd have to. So I was at work. This past weekend of work, I just went back to work after my wisdom teeth, and I had to work 27 hours in the span of 2 days, and I did it. I worked 15 hours one day, and it was awful. Nice. And I hated it. But I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so, oh my god. I was filing stuff. It was basically the end of it for me. It was like 11:30. I had to stay from 9 a.m. to midnight. That's what had to happen. If I wanted to, yeah. So that was a rough time. That was a rough day for me. But I was filing stuff. All the new people that have started the work, because we're hiring for our summer season right now, so we got a lot of new people, as well as returners. But they all have to go through orientations and stuff, and all their training paperwork has to get refiled. They all need new folders. And I was setting all that stuff up. And what we make them fill out, I guess, is a get to know you survey that I don't think we use for anything. But we make them fill it out. And I was just bored, so I started reading through one of the girls' stuff. She was a returner, but I was reading, and I was I was just reading what, I wasn't reading what the sections were. I was just reading what it said, and one of the things said the rapist. I'm like, whoa! What is this, her favorite movie or something? And I look over, and it says Dream Job. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm just like, this is absolutely not the kind of person to put this kind of thing. I'm really fucking confused. I look over. I'm like, oh, it's this therapist. And I'm like, wow. There was just like enough of a space between the and rapist that made it look like the rapist instead of therapist.
Yeah.
Apparently, the only difference between the rapist and a therapist is the space. So, if there's some space between you and your therapist, that means they're a rapist. So, make sure you get real close to your therapist, guys. Can't have any distance between the two of you. That woke me up, and then I went back home and I fell asleep. Oh my god, my eye's watering now. That was so funny. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
So that's my rapist story. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, if I ever go to therapy, I'm always
don't put random spaces in words.
Dude, it was like, I was like, what the fuck? So improving at sucking. So today I went to Target. And I was walking by, and I noticed a Roomba. I walked up to the Roomba, and I just started imagining all the misadventures I could have with it. Like taping a knife to it and releasing it out to the outdoor. I shit you not. I walked up to this Roomba.
I love that idea.
Put my hand to it and just like imagine things I could do with it for like a
Zinker,
solid 5 minutes.
I can just see like you having, I can see like you going into your like dream cloud or whatever, where it's like it's like got like sitcom opening music playing, like it's playing like the theme to Friends.
Zinker
like,
in the Roomba. The sitcom.
Yeah. You walk in your house, everything's in a mess, like the Roomba drag
roommates.
Like you walk through the door, like you see the Roomba. The Roomba made like a mess. It like dragged like a cord and like pulled the TV off of the table. There's like a something smeared all over the floor from it. And you just look at it with like your hands on your hips and you shake your head like Roomba.
I actually like it better as imagine like a husband and wife newlywed couple sitcom. That with me and a Roomba. They're learning to deal with each other. Or like two people falling in love type sitcom that become roommates.
Wait a second. Have you ever seen a Roomba be a villain in something?
Yes.
Because I feel like a Roomba would be a perfect villain.
Yes.
I don't remember if I've seen that. I feel like I've seen that somewhere before.
Yeah, of course. That's pretty classic. Derek, we were just discussing about taping a knife to a Roomba and the possibilities that could happen from that.
I know. I've seen people do that. All like loads of people have done that. I've seen Achievement Hunter, or not? I don't think it was Achievement Hunter actually. No, I think it was Achievement Hunter. Or maybe it was just a Rooster Teeth video. They released a video a long time ago where they took two Roombas, taped knives to them, and then taped balloons on the back. So they had a death battle.
That's funny. That is one of their series. Yeah, no, the Roomba's been a villain. Usually it's not like a Dr. Fancy Chair type villain where it's trying to take over the world, but like maybe it's grabbed something or like somewhat. There was definitely an episode of something I watched where a Roomba just so happened to drive through a bunch of hazardous material, and then the main characters had to deal with that. I remember it had to be a cartoon, I'm guessing. I have no idea what it was though.
I feel like it feels familiar, but like it's such a good. I feel like it's just such a perfect thing of it just having like a Roomba with a knife taped to it, and as a minion of a villain, or like a room full of them.
A room full of
100 by 100 foot cube of them.
This is alright. Not this episode, but when we come back for a episode in the future of some series, we have to either come up with a Roomba hero or villain for Skeleton Crew verse. Whatever.
That's easy. I feel like it's got. Well, I guess it could be a hero.
It could be a hero.
It could be both, really.
It could be a villain. We have a hero that goes villain, so we could have a villain that goes hero.
He gets Zinker. He gets kidnapped by the villain, and just like placed. He just tapes a knife to it. Has it roam the layer.
We have a non-sentient ladder.
Roomba, what have they done to you?
We have a non-sentient ladder as one of our heroes.
Zinker, that's in the show, like the Roomba bumps into the ladder with the knife. Everyone's like, "Oh God!"
That's how the ladder dies.
Ladder.
Everyone just thinks he dies, but he literally just sits there on the ground, and then like someone stands him back up, and the heroes discover him again. It's like, "Man, the ladder, you're alive, but how?" Everyone just sits there and goes, and there's nothing happening, and then it's back in the fucking.
Zinker, I like the better after all the dust is settled, after the villain's defeated and whatnot. There's a funeral held for the ladder where it's like in a casket. It gets buried.
What the?
And then later Zinker later in like in a different episode or like movie or something like that, the Mad Ladder comes back and everyone's like, "How is he back?" And then they're like, "Oh wait, he's a ladder. He just climbed out of the grave."
No. I've actually tried
a villain goes to raid his grave, the Mad Ladder's grave, and he's not there. They open the casket and he's gone.
It's because the gravekeeper needed a ladder and just unburied the Mad Ladder to use him as a ladder.
Yeah.
I've actually tried to envision a game using all our Skeleton Crew like our Skeleton Crew characters, and like an action adventure game, like similar to Kingdom Hearts type style of combat. And it's really hard to have some of the characters like fight.
I bet.
Like the doorman, he's great, but like unless he's carrying a door with him, which he doesn't, he can't really fight. Some of them, like the Mighty Lantern and stuff, are fine. Oblivia.
Yeah, Cardboard Kid.
Yeah, he's probably. I didn't imagine him. I forget about him sometimes, honestly. But yeah, he would work just fine. But even like Control Alt Delete, who has like good powers, he's hard to make fight in that capacity. Even though he can like copy a shit ton of missiles.
Is really easy.
Yeah. But going back to improving and sucking with the Roomba, I really do want to see a villain that just has an army of Roombas. Dr. Doof's style one, yeah. And then he becomes a good guy later. That seems good. Oh, fucking, I am not driving good today.
Well, one of the Roombas escapes.
One of the Roombas escapes.
He escapes just escapes the layer by just like someone opens the door and it just gets out. Like while it was cleaning.
Oh my god. He has a note attached, a sticky
it's
note
not a combat
attached to him that says like the guy's real name. He put like a reminder on that Roomba that said, Dr. Goofy Mer.
It's like, if lost, please return
evil
to.
Today. If lost, please return to this address, which is exactly how
That's how they find where the villain is.
Yeah, did I ever tell you, let me go back to Shooting Star real quick. I know I haven't gone back to the original point of what I was trying to talk about, but it's okay, because it's like a one-race story. Not even, it's like a 1-minute story. It's barely a story, this is better. But you remember Shooting Star? How he just launches into the sky and like a year later, he comes back to like, and he just does like, he's like a supernova explosion whenever he strikes. Right? You might remember it. I think we did discuss this, where like we have like where he pops up like really early on in the series and disappears, but then he reappears at like the final climactic Thanos like villain.
Yeah.
I think a great post
it's like
credit.
He's in like Iron Man 2, and then
and
then like comes back in Infinity War. Yeah.
Yeah. Then a post-credit scene, but it doesn't, that explosion doesn't kill the main Thanos villain or whatever. It just does a lot of damage when he flies, like, oh shit, I guess I need to go again. He flies up again. Like, you're not gonna see him for a while. I think it'd be funny if there's a post-credit scene of that same movie and there's a cat stuck in a tree, and then you just see like a giant you see like a star sparkle in the sky, and he like strips down and grabs the cat.
You like you just like show the cat in the tree, like you show like the year, what year it is.
Yeah.
And you like hear like the whistling of like.
No, even better, do it the BoJack way.
Tree.
Have the cops like in front of that tree if the cat's like, oh my god, it's 2020 and this cat is stuck in the tree. Why are you saying what year it is? Well, I don't know, but it's 2020 and we need this cat saved. And he like grabs the cat and saves it, and he's like, hero's work's never done. He flies back up into the sky. I don't know, that's just funny to me.
Yeah.
We have a lot
I like
of
Shooting
good...
Stars. I love Shooting Star because it's just such perfect. Man, that'd be hard for a fighting game.
Yeah, it really would. Well, no, he went fine. You just You change how he works in a fighting game. He just has a lot of aerial dive attacks instead. Oh my god, my core gets up.
Yeah, I like him as I love Shooting Star is one of my favorite characters because I just like him as like a how very little he'd appear, but how just like perfect of like screen time he'd have.
He would have just the right amount. Whoever played him would be like the luckiest person.
Yeah.
Also the unluckiest person in terms of an acting career, but like he would have one of the coolest roles of all time.
They only get to be in like 2 of the movies, but you know.
Yeah.
They'd be very memorable.
Someday
memorable.
in the future.
They'd be memorable in the last movie. They wouldn't be in the first movie. The first movie, you'd be like, "Oh, that was weird."
Well, it'd be as we continually use them, it'd be pretty memorable. Someday, I think we'll make the Speleton Crew an actual series of some sort. There's something here.
We have a very good set of. I think honestly, we have a very good like set of just things to work with.
Yeah, we just need good stories. That's it. Like we need to do sort of like Red vs. Blue did, and keep it funny, keep it action packed, and keep the stories really good and character driven.
Red vs. Blue did not keep it action packed in the first couple seasons.
Yeah, not the. Well, Red vs. Blue is different. They added action in later, but like, I was talking about like the. They have a really good dynamic of having it not be serious, but also having these serious elements of it and a serious story at the same time, especially in the later seasons. It's very impressive.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I didn't really go over what improving at sucking means, so I guess I'll do it real quick. There's cordless vacuums now, and they're like really lightweight. That was it.
Yeah.
That was the story I was going for. that was the original point of that one. I was kind of like, you know how I walked through with the TVs and I was like impressed with all the technology? It was that. I was like, wow, vacuum technology's coming along too. It's $500 for it though. So I was like, I'm not going to get that. I don't.
Yeah, you just got teeth. Well, actually, you just lost teeth.
I just lost. Yeah, I paid to lose stuff. My teeth were worth so little, they had to pay me to take them. Oh my god.
I mean, to be fair, they're pretty useless teeth, Zinker.
Yeah. No, they make you smarter.
I feel like Zinker, they inhibit intelligence. That's why they had to get them out.
Oh. Anyhow. Next time on Speletons, probably the last CTR Grand Prix, barring the finale one. Bye-bye!